Alright, what's up people? So getting ready to start this painting project, but first I wanted to give you a little update on the hammock stand. Oh yes, it's a mosquito net. Because not only the mosquitoes and all the other nasty bugs out here, but the 17-year cicadas are coming. So it could probably get a little bit messy. So now, whilst laying in the hammock, you can be completely surrounded by a net to block out most of the bugs. I'm a genius, I know. Alright, so I'm gonna get up and we'll get this hammock, or what are we doing? What are we doing today? Damn, I work so damn much I can't even remember. We will get this painting started. If you've seen any of the other videos, you probably see that ugly red. So we're gonna take it from that to looking like that. Ocean blue, baby. Tired today, not really feeling this, but as always, I'm gonna push forward because you want to get stuff done. You just got to do it. Just get up and do it. That's all you can do. Motivation, baby. Push forward. Make sure you stick around to the end and we'll show you some before and afters. And we didn't actually get much footage of the actual painting or scrubbing, but I figure that's about as exciting as watching paint dry. So I'm going to show you the tools that I have here that we used, so if you want to do this, or if you ever have a project like this yourself, you know what tools to use. Alright, I'm not getting paid for any of this, not affiliate marketing, anything like that. I'm just going to show you all the tools that we used and that I would recommend for a project like this. Okay, so for your prep, obviously you're going to need a hose or some kind of water source to spray down your walls first, but here we just got a wire brush here. I got another little wire brush here for getting in the smaller spots. This is what we used for the paint. Obviously you need your paint tray. We had some brushes. I used a real small paint brush to get into the real fine spots. Paint roller. Those are the rollers that I used. Looks like 1/2-inch nap. Semi-smooth to semi-rough surfaces. So this actually worked really well on the stucco there. Just one coat did it. And that was, really good. We thought it was going to be 2 coats, but it was just one. But I'll tell you what, the paint that you get makes a huge difference. So we ended up going with, this is Lowe's top-of-the-line exterior paint. It's the Sherwin-Williams Everlast. Really good paint, man. I couldn't be any happier with this paint. Your mixing stick will come with it, obviously. There's your stucco patch, if you have any cracks that you want to fill in your stucco. Do that first after you clean, then do your stucco patch. Then you'll have to, give that a light sand down again to smooth it out, but it's real easy. I used a putty knife, maybe not the best option, but it will work. And that is it. Just a couple smaller brushes. And that's about it. These are actually the brushes that we used right here. And this little guy for small spots. It's always good to keep some mineral spirits around too to soak your brushes in. Make sure rinse your brushes and roller in between uses. If you're not going to be using them for a little while, rinse them out. Keep them soaking in water or mineral spirits. Helps break down the paint. There we go, right there. That's what you want. So first thing I'm doing before I start scrubbing is I sprayed down everything. Just give it a good soak. You're gonna have to spray it again too, but just give it a good soak and it'll make the scrubbing a little bit easier. So I'm gonna do this part first, and after I'm done cleaning, I'll go through probably filling the cracks. I got some stucco patch. But I do want to show you what I'm doing over here. You see, now this country mansion happens to be on a permanent foundation, but this here isn't really a supporting foundation. All it is the cinder block wall, with stucco put over top of it. So this here where it kicks out on the side really has no structural purpose other than design. You know, give it some hips, give it a little bit of curves. So over time, the stucco does crack, and you can see what I've done here is I have some stucco patch. You know, you pick it up in any local hardware store, you know, just to fill in the cracks. So before you paint it, you know, it gives it a more, you know, finished look. It's not all cracked up. But you know, this place I think is about 21 or 22 years old. You know, it's got good bones, everything's good, but with this wall not having any structural significance, you know, it tends to crack as the house settles over time. So just that stucco patch, it's really cheap. I think it's about $6 or $7 a quart, and you get it at any local hardware store. So if you ever have a painting project like this and you need to fill in some cracks, you know, I recommend the stucco patch. And there it is, stucco patch. So that's pretty good. It's textured, it's permanent, and it's paintable. It goes on real easy, but if you're using a putty knife, you're gonna end up dropping more of it on the ground than you get on the walls, unless I was just doing it wrong. Alright, next thing you want to do after you spray, go through, give it a good scrub from top to bottom. Try to get off any mildew or old paint or anything loose, you know, anything that might mess with the paint. So start from top, work your way down. I've got the handled brush, and I'm using that brush for the top here, but as I get down to the lower parts, I'll put that one on the handle right there and scrub off all that mildew and stuff on the bottom. And typically that's where your looser paint is going to be, wherever you have mildew, because you know the paint's just weaker. But well, you can use soap if you want to, if you need to, but I don't feel like it's absolutely necessary, especially if you have a higher quality paint. Alright, this side is ready to paint. Well, almost. It's clean anyway. I'm gonna fill in those cracks there with some stucco sealer. Other than that, it is ready to go. So I took the shutters off the front. Those are getting painted. It's gonna look really nice. Okay, now with any painting project, you want to prep, you know, so we clean this down here. I'm trying to clean the siding, but that's a real pain in the ass, man. Like, I have to do this like twice a year. Nasty. I see I took the shutters down. So, got the gear out here, got the pressure sprayer. That Jasmine boy, look at all that. Yeah. We'll see. And I just want to give you a quick update. Freaking exhausted. We've been at this for, seems like 2 weeks straight, you know, just improving the house, springtime, trying to get done before the real Georgia heat kicks in. No sacrifice, no victory. One of the best movie series ever made. And if you know what movie I'm talking about, let me know in the comments below. But that's not even just a movie quote. Like, that holds true in life, you know. You want something, you need to get something done, you need to work hard at it. You know, like Denzel Washington says in one of his speeches that's here on YouTube, to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline and consistency, right? And that holds a lot of weight. So, anyway, is getting ready to paint the shutters. You see we painted back here. painted this. We got the whole front done. That's a good size. Look at that tail. Okay, now there's a very specific method in painting these louvers. Basically, they say long, smooth strokes here, and then just go to town on the louvers. I don't know, but each two is taking us about an hour and a half. So it takes a lot of patience. All right, we got 2 of the 8 shutters painted. Looking good, looking good. It's gonna look real nice. I think a little bit of time and you still save tons of money by doing it yourself. Still got some lattice and 4 more shutters to paint. And then the painting project is done. Okay, we had a major casualty out here painting. Almost. This guy we thought was stuck. There he goes. Got a little paint on him, but hopefully he'll make it. So we can rescue.
Nothing.
Wood. And now you're the coolest, most colorful inchworm ever, but he can be seen easier by birds, I bet.
He's got his hair dyed. A little bit of hair dye. But I think he's gonna be okay, don't you?
For now. For nothing. All they do is sit around all day, eat, sleep, and shit. That's it.
Eat expensively. They don't help pay for groceries.
Pretty so pretty.
But they're worth it all.
Oh, oh.